Hello, and welcome to part 5 of the How to Grow a Garden in Roblox series. In this episode, we're going to be making a selling NPC. So, the first step will be to make the NPC itself. Load character plus. This is the one we're going to do. And I'm just going to use my avatar. I'm going to have the plugin linked in the description. I'm going to choose block rig. There's my rig. I'm going to set the primary part of this model, which is the character, to the humanoid root part. And then I'm going to go into the humanoid and display distance type. I'm going to set that to none. I'm just going to enter the display name, health display distance 0, and then in the humanoid root part, make sure it's anchored. Now your NPC is done. We're going to add a proximity prompt to it. And I'm going to name this dialogue prompt. Now I'm going to add I already made a UI, just so it wouldn't take too long in the video. I'll show you how I made it though. So basically it's just a billboard GUI, and I put it under the character, and I changed the studs offset right here to 3.5, which made it go right above their head. The size here, I'm using scale, because if you look when we make the frame visible, it doesn't like get all weird sized, and if it's not scale, it will. Now the text doing that is a little weird, but it shouldn't really affect anything, and it shouldn't look too bad. So I'm going to make this, then I added a frame inside, and I make it not visible, but first I make a text label inside, called a dialogue label, and I made text in it, and then inside of that you need a string value called a default text, and the value needs to be whatever text you want it to show. Now, then I just make the frame not visible. I'm calling it dialogue frame, and then that's that UI done. Now we need to make another one, which I've also made, and I will walk you through this one as well, because this one is a bit more complicated. It is also a billboard GUI, but this one's going to go into starter GUI. I recommend first making it on an NPC, because you can see what it'll actually look like. Like this one. Let's see. Let's enable it. See that? I'm actually gonna change the background cover of this a bit to like here. There. Now that looks not bad. So basically, it's a billboard GUI, and to get it offset like this, I just changed the offset down here a bit. You can see it's 530 for me. And then the size, I just changed that a bit. Always on top is true, because look, if it's not, actually do that for the other one as well. Always on top needs to be enabled. And now inside of this, I just have an options frame. I call this cell options frame. And then I have a few buttons in it, which I just changed the position of and everything, and the names. And that's it. They're just text buttons. Inside is just stuff to make them look a little better. And that's it for this one. This one goes into the starter GUI, and you want to turn off enabled. Now we are going to start scripting. First, in replicated storage, in events, we need a new event called sell. And also, that UI that I made, I have the sell all button, the sell held item button, the check price of item button, and the nevermind button. Now in starter player and starter character scripts, we're going to add a script, local script I'm going to call it dialogue handler, or replicated storage, close game, get service, replicated storage. local events equals replicated storage dot events local cell event equals events dot cell. Also, just to let you know, the system is a little buggy. It'll be better once we make our own inventory system, which I will be doing. I was going to do the buying system next, but I might have to do the inventory system just so this isn't so buggy. So I'll probably do that next episode instead. And then the buy system, and then data saving. So now down here, I'm gonna put all my NPCs in a folder probably. NPCs. And I'm just gonna put that in there. I'm gonna name him Sell NPC. And we're gonna use the same script for both selling and buying. So I'm just gonna organize it a bit. So local sell NPC close game dot workspace dot NPCs wait for child sell NPC. Now local sell prompt equals sell NPC dot dialog prompt. Sell options frame sell options frame equals we need a player up here, so local player equals game get service players. That's not players. Players dot local player equals player. Go and find first child player GUI. Go and wait for child. Cell options, and that's that one that we made. Cell options frame. This is not options frame, sorry. This needs to be this. Cell options frame. Cell options dot options frame. And this is going to be however yours is set up. So insert a GUI in this cell options. See under it I have options frame. If this was named like hello, then right here instead of dot options frame I would just do dot hello. Or if you didn't even have it, you could do different things. And then inside of it I have, you know, these buttons. You can have it organized differently. Oh, I forgot local. So local sell all button equals sell options frame dot sell all local sell held button equals sell options frame dot sell held item local check price button equals sell options frame dot check price of item. Local never mind button equals sell options frame dot never mind. Yeah, sell NPC. Find first child. What was it called? Dialog UI. Local cell dialog frame equals cell NPC. We're gonna do wait for child here. I don't know why I'm doing find for child. Go and wait for child. Frame or dialog frame. No. Oh. It's gonna equal cell dialog UI dot dialog frame. It's local cell dialog label equals cell dialog frame dot dialog label. Cell prompt triggered connect function player who triggered. If player triggered equals player. Then now we're gonna do stuff. So cell dialog frame dot visible equals true, because remember it's false right now. And then cell dialog label. That's not how you spell label. This is going to dot text equals cell dialog label. Oh my gosh. So dialog label colon find first child. Now this cell dialog label dot default text dot value. And then I'm going to get the character actually first. So local character equals player dot character. I'm gonna copy this. If character, then I'm gonna do all that. And then also we're going to get the cell options. Cell options dot enabled equals true, and cell options dot adornee equals character colon find first child humanoid root part. Now we're actually done with this. All we have to do is detect when we press the buttons now. Cell all button dot mouse button one click colon connect function. Now what we're going to do is get the cell event. We got that. So first, this isn't like a finished version or anything. This is getting it all working. None of the stuff in this project is finished yet. We're going to make it look better eventually and make it just perform better. Right now we're just getting everything working, like a rough draft kind of. So local character equals player dot character. If character, then local held item equals character colon find first child, which is a tool. Now what I'm going to do is cell event colon fire server all, because we're selling all, not just the held item, right? First thing I'm going to do, cell options dot enabled equals false. Now we're going to the server and we're going to get the cell event local cell or cell event equals events.cell. And down here, cell event on server event colon connect function player cell type. If so local character equals player dot character. If character, then local held item equals character colon find first child, which is a tool. We're going to have to do some stuff in the plant handler as well, but we'll do that in a minute. Now what we're going to do is get the player's inventory, which right now is just their backpack, which I'm most definitely going to change in the future. So now if this cell type equals all, then local inventory equals player colon wait for child backpack colon get children. If held item colon find first child price, then held or table dot insert inventory held item. So every once in a while it like won't sell an item or two, and I'm not really sure why. I think it has something to do with the backpack, so I'm just going to leave that for now and we will fix it when we add the inventory, which will be soon, very soon, within the next few days probably. Now we're gonna move through them. So for underscore comma item in pairs inventory do. Actually, what we're going to do is just if held item that I'm just gonna do table.insert right here, vocal total. Actually we're doing if held item colon find first child rice. Forgot the colon. Then we're gonna get this. We're gonna put this up here. Vocal total value equals 0. We're not doing this. We're gonna total value plus equals held item dot price dot value, and then held item colon destroy. And actually, we're also gonna say and not held item colon find first child seed name, just in case you put like a price in your seeds, which you shouldn't. There's no need to do that, but yeah, just for extra, just in case somebody does that for some reason. And actually, instead of underscore, we're doing I, because we actually need this. If item colon find first child seed name or not item colon find first child price, then table dot remove inventory I. Else if item colon find first child price, then actually and not item colon find first child seed name, then total value plus equals item dot price dot value item colon destroy. Now we are going to get the leader stats, which we haven't made yet. Get the leader stats, local leader stats plus player colon wait for child leader stats, local coins, so you can do whatever currency you want, equals leader stats colon wait for child coins. We'll set it up in a minute, so it's not actually set up yet. If coins, then coins dot value plus equals total value, and that's the sell all function done. Then the sell held item function is really easy. So actually we need to go right here behind it. Else if cell type equals held, then we're just going to copy we're just going to copy this right here with the held item, but instead of total value we're going to copy this right here, the coins thing. Let me just add some of the coins. If actually we're just gonna do all this and say and coins dot value. Now that's it for that one. And then for the check value one, we're just gonna do that on the client because it won't actually affect anything. Just tell them wrong info if they hack. So now we're just going to copy this basically and do sell held button dot mouse button one click colon connect function, paste this in and just do held. And the reason we got the held item is because we're actually going to calculate it on this client too, so that we can like get the price. We could just have it fire it back, but I don't like that. So actually go back to server, and in the all function for this one, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into here. And that's right here. So we're getting the inventory, getting the total value, and we're going to have the total value. We're not going to destroy any items. There's no real reason to do this table.remove actually. In server, we're not going to do that. We're going to remove this. Instead of table.remove, we're just going to get rid of the else here and just do if and get rid of that if. Otherwise, we'll just go right over it, which also means now we can do underscore instead of I, because we don't need that. We can do that in here too. I'm just going to place that all in this one. And now, if, oh no, you know what? Actually, before I even fire this, I'm going to check. Actually, no, I'm not going to destroy it here. Don't want to do that. I'm going to go down here and dialog label. So dialog label dot text equals thanks. Here is, then we're gonna connect total value, and then connect an exclamation point. Now we should be able to test this. Wait, no, because we didn't add the prices yet. So to add the prices, we're just going to, well, first I'm going to change it. I want to get the other values. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy this one. I'm just going to grab that. And I'm going to copy this. And I'm just going to do that. No. Actually, I'm just going to put it in here. And I'm just going to get this one. I'm going to delete this. And this. We really don't need a lot for this one. Now I'm going to get the check value one. Check price button dot mouse button one quick connect function, and it's literally just this one, except we don't even have to fire the server. I'm just gonna copy all of this one and paste it. I'm gonna get rid of the fire server, and this is worth, just gonna change that there, and that's it for that one. And then nevermind button's even easier. Nevermind button dot mouse button one quick connect function. I'm just going to do cell options dot enabled equals false, and cell dialog frame dot visible equals false. Oh, now one other thing actually that we should do is, after this, I'm going to do a task.delay. I'm going to delay it by 2 seconds. Then I'm just going to make the cell dialog frame dot visible equals false. And I'm just going to copy paste this at the end of the check price, the sell held item, and the sell all items. Now, that should all be working. All we need to do now is change up the pricing and things. In player setup, I'm going to get I'm gonna make a new reader stats. So local, make another space, local reader stats equals instance.new folder, and I'm just gonna parent it to the player with that comma there. And reader stats.name, you need it to be exactly this name. Equals reader stats, all lowercase, one word. Now local coins equals instance.new int value, and we're gonna parent that to reader stats. Coins.name equals coins. You can name this voter or whatever you like. Don't even have to call it coins. Coins.value equals 0. Now if we play the game, over here on the right, on the leaderboard, we have this coins. Sell held item. Oh, I have a typo there. That is in dialog handler. 921. I just need to capitalize the H. Cool. Now, we just have to change it in plant handler, really. Into config. I haven't found the greatest way yet to calculate out the prices. So let's see, default price. And this is for the carrot, so I'm gonna make this like 15. And for the pineapple, I'm just gonna copy paste it. And I'm gonna make this one like 40. Yeah, 40. And then now in plant handler, when we initialize the plant, right here underneath the mass thing, local price equals config dot default price. And I could just do times plant scale, but that really doesn't change it a lot. But if I do times plant scale times 2, it's just always going to be a lot more than the default, and never lower. It should be able to be above or below based on the mass, or it's really the weight, but I'm going to call it the mass. So I'm not completely sure what to do with this. I was thinking about maybe using exponential kind of thing, where it's plant scale squared, because then if plant scale is like less than 1, it will be even lower. I might try that. I'm going to try that right now. Times plant scale squared. Then price equals math.round price. Because we only want whole numbers with this. And now down here where we harvest it, I'm going to center the price. And in the harvest plant, I'm going to center the price. And down here, local price value equals instance.new int value, and we're gonna put it inside the new plant item. Price value dot name equals price value dot value equals lowercase price from this. Now that should all be working technically, and we can test it. And dialog label is not a valid member. Oh, that's why it wasn't. Okay. Cell dialog label is cell dialog frame dot dialog label. There we go. Okay, yeah, I used the wrong variable there. Now I've got carrots that I can grow. Now, if I interact, that pops up. And then I'd like to sell this. Well, it's gonna error, right? Because we don't have a held item. So that's something I forgot to do. If held item and all this, we want to change that for all of it. So I'm just gonna copy paste. I'm just gonna copy that, and then anywhere I see the held item thing like that, I'm going to paste that in. Check price should have it as well. Yeah. And actually in the server as well. Did we check it? No, we did not. If held item and that, and also in this one. Okay, so now there shouldn't be an error. Let me just try it with carrots first. So if I say I'd like to sell this, there's nothing, right? Which it just disappears now. So how much is this worth? This is worth 16. Okay, that's pretty good. This is 0.15. How much is this worth? This is worth 13. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. This is worth 14. Oh, the 0.1 carrot is going to be worth very little. Yeah, okay. Well, I kind of like the way that this is calculating it out. Before it was really annoying. It barely varied. Now I'm gonna try selling it, and I sold it for 9. And what was this one worth? This one's worth 16. So if I sell this one, I should get 16, and I did. I can also sell my inventory. It sells that all. And now I have 72 coins. So selling works now. That's great. Thanks, here's $0. Let's fix that real quick. If total value is greater than 0, then is this one sell all? Yeah. Else, we're going to set this to nothing to sell. And then down here and sell held item. This is going to put else. And, I'm actually just going to copy this. Okay, there we go. Check price. Else. I'm going to put you're not holding anything. Also, because I'm using single quotes, if I try to use an apostrophe, right, because I'm just using apostrophes as single quotes, it'll mess it up. So if you put this backslash before it, though, it doesn't mess it up. And the backslash doesn't actually show up. Now if I say how much is this worth, it'll say it. But if I say how much this is, you aren't holding anything. I don't like how it almost like cuts it off if it's at a certain angle. See, I'd like to see that. Okay, oh, I see what's happening. So it's delaying it. Nothing to sell. It's making it so that if you keep on doing this, look, it'll constantly be making it disappear. To fix that, okay, I have an idea. Local sell dialog can close equals false. Now here, when you set that to true, sell dialog can close equals true. Oops, I'm going to do that right here. And if sell dialog can close, then. And I'm going to add this to all of them that do this. Which is, I think, all of them, right? Oh no, this one's immediate. Okay, so now when I'm gonna set this to false every time this happens. Every time we actually set visible, so dialog can close equals false. So now when you open it, it shouldn't be able to just immediately close. Alright, so now it doesn't disappear. Cool. So we have our cell system working. That's it for this episode. In the next one, I'll probably add the custom inventory system, and that'll be really great. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.